out some tips and confusions. So let me just expand this. Let's move forward. So first of all, everything is a file in Linux. Each device is a file, or your hard disk, your CPU information, each is stored inside a file. I think I need to show you this inside the system. So going back, like ls-l, and I am going to press def over here. So you can see now this def, when I trying to see all the hard drive, which I know started with SDA information. So SDA1, then we have RAM information, all. So everything is included in this device folder, is a part of the device. Okay, so we know ls1, ls-l, def, SDA. This SDA is your first hard drive. You can also check the CPU system information. I'm going to use cat for process, PROC, CPU info. So you can see this is my complete CPU information. If I will include the model name, which is over here, model name, this one, you can see 12th generation Core i7. Okay, so this is how it should look like. Siblings, like I have 20 threads, so it's showing over here. So you can get the complete information using the Linux, and everything in Linux is a file. Second, stop fearing the terminal. Like this command, cp static copy static.jpg and copy inside the backup folder. It's quite easy. Okay, you know we are inside the touch1.jpg, 2.jpg. Okay, and oops, I have inside the, first I need to move inside the Tariq folder. Here I am, let me run pwd, and here I am creating a backup folder, mkdir backup, and then I'm going to run touch1.jpg, 2.jpg, right? And then I can run cp static.jpg, right, backup slash. Okay, so if I'm going to run the tree command, you can see the backup contains the JPEG folder that I just created. Don't use this forward slash that I added. This is a mistake. Okay, this will take you to the absolute path which we didn't discuss now. Okay, but this is how it works. Everything before a folder, starting a folder name, if you put the forward slash, it means root. Root is like ls-root. So this is the root directory. It's assuming that this backup folder should be available on the root, but it is not. Then we have case sensitivity, which matters, right? In Linux, everything is a file. We learned that. So, you know, I have a couple of files, right? So I am going to delete rm static.jpg, rm static.txt, ls. Now we just have 3 folders. Keep it over here. Now I'm going to create touch file.txt. I'm going to press file.txt, but this time the first F over here is in the lowercase. So what it will do, this will create both the files. If I'm going to create touch and all the caps, so and txt, these all files is created. ls, you can see file with the capital letters is available, file where just F is capital is available, file in all lowercase is available. Even if you try, okay, Fi will be capital, Le will be lower. So this will also be created. Now you can see the versions. So in Linux, case sensitivity matters. Case sensitive, right? So you need to understand this, but In Windows, this doesn't matter in Windows, but Linux, what we have. Right, then hidden files, each directory we discuss or confusion sometimes all contains a hidden file. If I'm just going to press AL or LA, you can see there are a couple of hidden files available. If I'm just going to write ls-l, it will not show you the hidden files. So there is hidden files that always start with the dot symbol, okay, dot notation that you can use. Like the bash rc, this contains all the bash settings. So this file, you can, if you want to see this file, you can use cat. We are inside the home directory, so we can use dot directly bash rc. So it will show you the complete content of the bash prompt or bash settings, which is running over here. Okay, next, some confusions, beginner's confusion. So which Linux should I install? The mistake is beginners think they can install Arch Linux, Gentoo as their first distro and get frustrated and quit learning Linux. This should not be the case. Always start with the easiest one, who are beginner friendly, which is Ubuntu, Linux Mint, or CentOS. First gain the confidence, then you can start learning more complex distros like Arch Linux or Gentoo. Then Linux is just like Windows. Beginners think that there is an exe file that you will execute and everything will happen. Okay, that's not the case. In Windows, you need to in Linux, you need to embrace the difference, embrace the change. Don't fight that. Linux apps comes from trusted repository. Windows apps comes from different websites. So that's the biggest difference in one of the biggest differences in Windows and Linux. Well, this is the third and most common. Beginners think that I need to learn everything before starting. That's a mistake. Reading for weeks without touching Linux is a problem. You are not going to learn. You think you know, but you will forget. So start creating a virtual machine, WSL, start practicing the total. Or if I want to sum up this, you need to practice day to day. Okay, otherwise you will lose the focus and you will stuck into complexity. Just start with some beginners, small commands, and then once you become proficient, then you can move forward. Fourth one, which you know, but it's a revision or confusion, might be Linux versus Windows path demonstration. Windows use backslash for their paths, and Linux use the forward slash. That's one of the biggest difference. In our history, we know that Unix uses the forward slash because at that time backslash is used for escaping characters and regular expressions. So they started using forward slash and then it became the standard. And now we all use the forward slash because that's the standard now.